How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with another episode of Historic Brawl. Today, we are not actually checking out a new commander, we're checking out an older commander. So the ideal behind this deck kind of started out as there's this cool new card. I kind of want to brew around it, but there's not really a new commander that fits it. So I looked at the new commanders, or I looked at commanders that could fit with this card, or fit in its color combination, right? And it's a 3-colored card, so it did not have many really good commander options. And I wanted to keep it as low to the ground as possible. Our opponent's taken a while to load in. I don't know if we might have a bad connection or not, but I was trying to keep it as low to the ground in color costs as possible. And I found an old commander from a couple sets back who was like, we played him. It did not go great. I think this is a draw. I got that milk. Feels like a draw, honestly. Yeah, it's a draw. A bit of a shame. Did we see the commander there? I feel like we saw the commander there, and I just didn't comment on it. So, it's our old friend, Hasty Boy. Hasty Boy is a card that makes a treasure token whenever you attack with a creature with haste. That kind of started out as the sub-theme to make the Jun card cool. Work, right? And eventually it just kind of became the theme. This is kind of bad, actually. I guess I'll keep. So all 3 are tap lands. That's where we're at. We're up against Atraxa, who is famous for being the funnest of commanders to play against. I'm not judging you, Cobra 1954, but I am. And what I see is not very promising. Not promising for me, mind you, because boy does it hurt to lose to Atraxa 4 or 5 times a day. It's like, I know she's there, I should probably just plan around her, but a Worth kinda came back for us. It's not going to let us cast our commander on turn 4, but it will let us cast one of our other mini fine Magic the Gathering cards. We're going to make a tapped treasure. So some of you may actually know the card, because there was only really one card that fits the bill. I'll take that. That's a cool card. Yeah, this is actually a hit at the moment. He's a good boy. I like him. He's very ugly looking, if I'm being honest, but he's a good boy. God, what is up with that smile, man? It is creepy. So we could attack with dinosaurs next turn. That could be cool. I do like some dinosaurs. Can't block them all. That's the plan. That's the rhetoric. Urborg probably won't get blocked anyways. If it does, it's the end of Atraxa, which I'm fine with. From a graveyard. So we could have kept our commander in there and then exiled him and been sad, but other life choices were more pressing. So much regret, man. So much regret. let's go kick Garruk a bit. But I'd say we're never going to feel bad about kicking Garruk. Or Garrick. Garruk is that character from that movie. The Tree Kid. We would feel bad about kicking a Tree Kid, especially since Magic's tree person died, right? Although, is any Magic the Gathering character really dead? I kind of don't believe it anymore. I have to say, Wizards likes to tell stories where the bad guys lose and they get to die, but then all of the heroes get to come out unscathed. It's really weird, honestly. It feels like Wizards R&D is written by a 5-year-old sometimes. Because, like, Nahiri escaped unscathed. Like, the only person that died with the poor Moonfolk. And, nobody likes to see a poor dead Moonfolk. Let's make sure that that guy is dead, and then kick Gideon in the teeth a bit. He's a very dangerous boy, Gideon. I do not feel, but I have to keep reassuring myself that I do not feel bad for the Atraxa player. Because with 3 lands, they're still pressuring me, and that's honestly disgusting. Super Friends are a bit of a strain on the meta, man. Look at that life total, 44. I am going to have a hard time getting rid of that. This is a disgusting waste of resources. Let's get rid of Gideon. Or get rid of Vivian. So many Super Friends. It's just too much, man. How many 4-mana Planeswalkers can you have in 4 colors? Probably all of them. We're just dead. GG, opponent. I would like to say GG, but I honestly did not feel as though it was a good game. I mean, part of that was, like, 90% of that was probably my fault, but I don't know, man. I'm just hoping to avoid the Atraxas whenever possible. It feels like with 2 decent Atraxas in the commander pool for Historic Brawl, you're just always playing against one of them, and it's generally not fun. Either one you square up against. Like the new Atraxa, she's kind of haha funny, not fun. Like, you get her to the edge of the cliff and be like, okay, gonna push you off now and win the game. And she's like, no, there's a bridge there. You see, I have 7 other cards for some reason. And it's like, okay, yeah, no, that is how that works. That one's just the base abilities of the Atraxa is the problem with that one, right? It's a 4/4 for 4 mana with lifelink, vigilance, and death touch. It'll block anything profitably. Hey, there's the card I wanted to play. I don't have any mana to cast it, so not looking great, but Rebuild the City. It's a very cool card. You get to create 3 lands for the price of 6 mana. It's slightly ahead of the curve as far as ramp goes, right? Because generally the going rate for, well, I say is it slightly ahead of the curve? It's probably exactly on curve. We could actually discard it next turn and have it be our Mythic's Mastery target. That could be fun. Yeah, you see, I knew I wasn't going to draw a land, so... But honestly, sometimes I'll play a commander and I'll get, like, the brutalest set of games, and I'll be like, is this actually worth uploading? And I generally do, just because I need some kind of written record of Magic the Gathering being a not fun experience, right? Like, because as somebody who has taken a hiatus from Magic at points in time, it's easy to look back on Magic and be like, yeah, it was always fun, right? Like, there isn't a way that you could play Magic wrong and not have fun, but it is important to remember sometimes that there are certainly elements of Magic the Gathering that do not lend themselves to an enjoyable experience at times. This is bad, man. This is bad. I am running out of instants and sorceries to discard. We started off with the pig, right? The End-Raze Forerunners, because realistically, it was never going to be cast, right? Don't worry, opponent. I will not be drawing any extra cards. Have no fear. Okay. You know, that's actually appreciated, opponent. So, old Howling Mine, I know, used to have the text that if it was tapped, it wouldn't function, because that's how old artifacts used to work. And I guess it actually doesn't have that text, right? Hey, it's a Yahenni. Can I cast this, opponent? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I would like to do some damage, too, if that's alright. Well, my god. This is excessive, opponent. Dr. Lovejoy? I guess you're just going off, man. I can appreciate that. We've recently had a rough experience, and it's kind of colored our recency bias, so forgive me if it comes off as a bit toxic or exasperated. I don't know, man. There is an upcoming BNR announcement, and it's probably solely standard, but we can hold out hope that Historic Brawl or Brawl in general might get an honorable mention here or there. Decline. I have nowhere near enough mana to pay for any of this. Questing Beast? I know control players really don't like themselves a Questing Beast, but he is not a threat anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, nothing I can do will actually solve this problem and this problem. That was a second rough game in a row. Let's see if we can get old Ognis. I know the last time I played Ognis, he kind of got spoofed on. He's on the list of commanders that I was set to return to at some point, and I thought, there's a cool sorcery that was printed in his colors. Let's give him a go. Play it, you know? There aren't going to be many opportunities to play I think we go green. Double red would be nice, but then we can go into our Bronze Walrus. We're up against Italy, which is the don't want to say third just awful match of the night, but awful deck of the night, because Italy is an awful deck. It's awful to play against. It's fun to play, right? Like, it's not, I'm not dissing Italy, because Italy's a cool boy, but if you want to have a fun, long game, he's not the opponent you're looking for. And, like, normally he's not a problem, honestly. Arcane Bombardment cannot support at the moment, unfortunately. I also have a dinosaur opponent. Yeah, like, he's... Honestly, if I had the choice of playing a Atraxa deck every video versus having to play against an Italy deck every video, I would choose Italy, generally. Unfortunately, in the current timeline, you have to play against both every video, and that's a bit rough, bro. Heliod, our palette cleanser, we got mana screwed, which is rough. That's rough. Ulvenwald Oddity. Huh. Actually, let's kill Italy. Kill Italy. You know what you did, Italy. Draw 3. Nope. Goodbye, Tabland. It is a bit of a weird matchup, honestly. Not my walrus. Red? I think we just got smurfed on 3 games in a row. That is rough, bro. That is very, very rough. Not what I'm here about. And here comes the full execution. You got my bacon. It's rough. I do. You were in my deck, Chandra. And you betrayed me for some reason. I don't know. Do they have another instant or sorcery? If they do, they can copy it, which is kind of cool. Nope, just Dino Death. Dino Death and Pig Death. I didn't draw one either, so we can play a blocker. Teach them the importance of reach. Cyclic Canyon Slew. Like, these are all valid game actions. Rude. Yeah, we're just dead, unfortunately. GG, opponent. Man, that was rough, Ognis. I gotta roll up with you again because you got smashed, and it wasn't even close. Either way, if you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.